Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So yesterday my video was on nightshades and how some people say that the nightshades seem to affect their arthritis. And that's completely valid. There's no evidence of it, but you can't really deny someone's truth, right? And as we know, a lot of the word on the street, if you will, versus corporations that have the money to back their supposed studies, right? If you listen to the common people, they know it's true for them. What interested me, because I don't have a problem, to my knowledge, with nightshades, so I would say that my husband does. And again, nightshades are things like bell peppers, tomatoes, even eggplants, cayenne, things like that. So my husband definitely seems to have a reaction, especially if he eats like too many tomatoes. It's not my story. But when we were reading that yesterday, and by we I mean me to you, they kept mentioning Solanine. It's Solanine, Solanine. And I kept thinking, what is Solanine? And because it was a hyperlink, I wanted to do another talk on it. So, of course, I will include this in the description of the video. This is called Solanine, the hidden plant toxin that may be poisoning you. What's interesting to me, and this is just like so typical, they're saying the hidden plant toxin that might be poisoning you. This is absolutely sponsored by a meat site. It's literally called Carnivore Aurelius, and the little things are beef liver, steak crisps. I mean, please. So if you follow the money, it's in their best interest to not have us love vegetables, right? But I'm still interested. So let's see what it's about. It says plants are not made to be eaten. Okay, this is brilliant. Many of them produce pesticides to fend off predators. One of those is solanine. Read more about this hidden toxin that might be poisoning you. There is no doubt that plants have a natural defense just so that they don't go extinct. And so if you consume too much of them, like maybe just too much spinach, that's a big hype. People love spinach. They want to consume it every day because it's so good, but it might make you start to feel sick over time. A friend of mine said that even celery, like over time, they dug it until they didn't. And so there's no doubt that your body will respond to the innate defense of that plant. But come on, I'm going to love this. What is solanine? Chances are you've not heard of solanine, but you've probably heard of nightshades and some cautionary tales about nightshades, inflammation, and gut health. Although they aren't the same thing, to understand the full picture of nightshade's impact on health, you need to get to know solanine. So let's get to it. What foods contain solanine? Solanine is a glycocolloid found in Solanaceae plants. And this family of plants is also more commonly referred to as the nightshades, and that's a hyperlink. You can click on that. And it shows potatoes, eggplants, paprika, like I said, cayenne, peppers, and tomatoes. And it appears to me that's it. That's it. Potatoes, eggplants, paprika. It doesn't show cayenne, but I know that's one of them. Peppers, both sweet and hot, and tomatoes. Easy enough. It says they are just one of many reasons why vegetables can be bad for you, and that's a hyperlink. Glycocolloids are part of a plant's defense system against insects and pests. You might call them a natural bug repellent. They are also referred to as an anti-nutrient, quite literally a food component that interferes with proper nutrition. In high amounts, these compounds can also produce toxic effects in humans. There are over 3,000 different types of nightshade plants. Wow. And yet those are the top 5 that they mention. Over 3,000 nightshade plants. And most of them are not edible due to the high levels of glycocolloids, rendering them poisonous. Fair enough. Many common foods you've undoubtedly scarfed down before contain solanine. including potatoes, white, not sweet, eggplant, tomatoes, paprika, and pepper-based spices like chili powder, cayenne, and peppers. Again, both sweet and hot. Those are all totally common foods for me. Absolutely. Some plants that are not part of the nightshade family, but also contain solanine, so this is interesting, are apples, cherries, beets, okra, and huckleberries. Do you love the word huckleberry? How can you say huckleberry without smiling? It's so cute. Okay, so apples, very common. Cherries, all the time. Beets, not as much, but I'd like to incorporate them more. Okra, love it, but again, I don't incorporate it. And then huckleberries. Okay, solanine content varies based on the type of plant, ripeness, and the storage methods. And of course, there's a hyperlink. Solanine can be toxic. Solanine can disrupt health. As mentioned, it is a natural insect repellent. This does not mean that they are universally harmful to everyone all the time. As with most toxins, the dose makes the poison. However, when it comes to our health, are we willing to have a little bit of poison? Is that the high bar we want to set for our food choices? How little poison can I withstand? Okay, this is classic. Okay, I love the information. I love the point that they're making. But this is coming from a carnivore site. This is coming from consuming dead carcasses on a regular basis. And they're concerned about this as a little bit of poison. You want to talk about poison, my friends? Calm down, Jules. Calm down. You could have chosen a different article. I know. Okay. So, how does it work? Glycocolloids may induce gastrointestinal and systemic effects throughout the body through cell membrane disruption and acetylcholinesterase. Wow, what a word. Acetylcholinesterase. Acetylcholinesterase. Wow. I was going to say, that's like second to supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right? All right. Bear with me. Okay. Throughout the body through cell membrane disruption and acetylcholinesterase inhibition. Acetylcholinesterase, normally they shorten it, but no. It's a neurotransmitter, meaning it helps nerves throughout the body work properly. In insects and other pests, the buildup, I just can't believe they didn't choose to shorten this word, but they didn't. Acetylcholinesterase causes muscular paralysis and, sorry, something's getting me, and sometimes death. There are two features of solanine that may render it more harmful to some versus others. The byproduct of solanine can be stored in the body and during times of physiologic stress may be mobilized and cause harm. Think of physiologic stress as anytime your body is doing a lot of work, surgery, pregnancy, injury, recovery. Not exactly the ideal time to be under attack internally. Am I right? Number two is certain conditions may increase sensitivity to the effects of solanine, including digestive diseases, autoimmune disease, and inflammatory disease. This is not surprising given the research has shown that solanine can disrupt gut health. Digestive, autoimmune, and inflammatory conditions are all rooted in the gut. This is a huge reason why the carnivore diet works so well. It is nutritionally complete, radical elimination diet. If you're interested in trying it, sign up. Wow. Okay, solanine may adversely affect gut health. Did you know when it comes to your health, your gut is organ numero uno? What does the gut do exactly? Digestion, absorption, protection against pathogens, houses the majority of the immune system, synthesizes nutrients like vitamin K and biotin. The integrity of the gut is required for good health. There are no exceptions, period. So, if your gut is compromised, you would expect to see a domino effect with the other areas of health, including increased food reactivity, nutrient deficiencies, digestive symptoms like bloating, gas, abdominal pain, skin diseases like psoriasis, acne, rosacea. Wait, I can't remember how to say that one. Rosacea. And increased susceptibility to colds and viruses. Research shows the concentrations of glycoalkaloids, including solanine, found in commonly consumed quantities of potatoes, commonly consumed quantities, so not an excess. And yet you hear about like the starch-based solution where guys go on potatoes for months and months at a time and never mention this, can adversely affect the mammalian intestine. Specifically, they contribute to intestinal permeability, more commonly known as, you guessed it, leaky gut, straight up. Just in case you aren't paying attention, you are a mammal. Oh, wait. In 5th grade science class, you are a mammal. So this study, while not done in humans, applies to you. Let's talk about intestinal permeability. And permeability means you can go in and out, right? For a moment here, intestinal permeability is normal in babies, which is why babies are sensitive to so many foods. Their gut isn't fully matured yet. But in the adult fully matured gut, the cells that line the intestine are nice and tightly lined up together, forming a barrier that protects the rest of your body from what you've eaten until it's fully digested and safe to absorb. A leaky gut allows food proteins and pathogens to escape. The immune system goes crazy and inflammation ensues. Cue the digestive symptoms, pain, swelling, and headaches. These are the warning signs of a longer-term problem to come if the problem isn't corrected. Think of intestinal permeability as a slow erosion of your health. Not fun. And solanine isn't the only culprit. Gluten, dairy, lectins, also in the nightshade plants, which I referenced in yesterday's video when I talked about Dr. Stephen Gundry. Alcohol and stress can all contribute. Okay, I appreciate that they're not just blaming that one element, but they're saying there's several factors, especially since they were going to suggest that we avoid vegetables and eat dead animals. Okay. They have a beautiful chart right here on intestinal mucosal barrier anatomy. Nice. Anyway, like I said, I'll connect this so you can look at it yourself. Am I allergic to solanine? This is a good question. Allergies and sensitivities aren't the same thing. Allergic reactions are immediately dangerous. Think difficult breathing, tongue swelling. Sensitivity symptoms are not usually immediately dangerous to your health, but should be taken as seriously. Sensitivity symptoms may include diarrhea, gas, bloating, skin irritation, flushing, hives, brain fog, headaches, inflammation. If you suspect an allergic reaction, call 911 or seek immediate medical attention. If a sensitivity is more likely, avoidance of solanine containing foods should give you some relief. But remember, solanine isn't the only food that disrupts gut health. A true elimination is going to remove all problematic behaviors and foods. Okay, the bottom line. If you are dealing with health issues, or you simply want to achieve optimal health, the carnivore diet cuts out many of those questionable food components. So you can see for yourself. Don't believe me? Give it a try. Wow. So Carnivore Aurelius is the son, meaning S-U-N, of Marcus Aurelius. He's used a combination of beef liver, red light therapy, and sunning his balls to live thousands of years and speak to you today. I would love to think this was a joke, but it's just not. It's not a joke. Let me go back 1 second to the hyperlink. I think this information is valid though, so I don't mind keeping it, but I just want to see a second on this carnivore diet. Whoa, slow down. The carnivore diet is a high-fat, low-carb, high protein diet consisting mainly of animal products. Yes, that's right. No more grains, no more sugar, no more vegetables, and no more bitching. It's a variation of the popular low carb diet, but even more restrictive. Yes, it's possible. Wait, vegetables? The healthiest foods in the world? The foods God put on our beautiful earth so Karen from yoga can have her green smoothie. All the Karens in the world, peace be with you. Yep, and I'll describe below. It turns out that plants are loaded with endogenous pesticides like lectins, oxalates, goitrogens that can be causing health issues. It's surprising, but you should be happy. After all, don't we only eat salads for the dressing and the bacon bits? That's half true for some people. The carnivore diet is more restrictive variation than the ketogenic diet. It's very slow, very low in carbs, and will put you in ketosis, which has tremendous health benefits. And it also sometimes referred to as the all meat diet or the zero carb diet. Wow. The carnivore diet took the world by storm when Sean Baker appeared on Joe Rogan's Joe Rogan, don't get me started, podcast. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. Okay, friends, that's it. I just wanted to know what Solanine was. I think I got my answer. No, I'm not going to go over to the carnivore diet in case you were wondering. All right, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below. Where are you with Nightshades? Where are you with Solanine? Are you going to risk your health and continue to eat vegetables? I say yes. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.